I was going to do a dance with some friends for the 5th grade talent show, but they formed a group without me, and I didn't know. So my mom said, "You're better off, just do an act solo." So I wrote a monologue for a character I called Betty Jo Dale from Skunk Valley, Tennessee. It was just a few minutes of her autobiography. I gave her a thick southern drawl and wore a hat made of straw, but when I stepped on stage, all I saw was black. I almost had a heart attack, but there was no going back. I flubbed my first line, but I got back on track, and I said every word that was on my script, although rather quick. I spoke a mile a minute, but the accent did stick. And when I got to the end, my heart was still pounding, but they laughed at my jokes, and the applause was resounding. Overwhelmed, I took a bow and ran off stage as fast as I could, and all the ladies backstage said, "That was so good." But I never did take drama, like my mom told me I should. Because by the time high school hit, I never thought I really could perform in front of people, share my own writing. Today I can admit it sounded secretly exciting, but I couldn't handle it then. I wasn't confident, I wasn't cool, I wasn't outgoing, I was just good at school. And I was being praised for my grades. I had to focus on those. Plus, my one creative outlet was coordinating clothes. Although, I did join the high school newspaper, where I was told that my friend Sarah was the best writer in the whole class. So my plan to pursue journalism in college became a hard pass. I stayed behind the scenes for the next decade or so, forgot those old dreams until, I don't know, a few years ago, when I picked up my writing pen and stepped on a stage again. And now people tell me, "You're a natural. You must have been doing this for years." And I wish that were the case, but I was shadowed by my fears, had self-doubt written on my face, and I'd grown accustomed to the tears that welled every time I watched a movie. And I can't help but wonder where I'd be if I had just had the guts to try. But I just have to trust that it was written in sky. And I know exactly why I pulled out that old video from my 5th grade talent show just a few days ago on my birthday. I wanted to watch it and say, "Wow, you've come a long way." But it's not that far. In fact, I was almost there at age 10 with my first solo act. I almost feel like I backtracked. But I guess things tend to come full circle, no matter how far we drift off track. And sometimes my heart still does pound when all I see is black, but I've never had a heart attack. And I know we can't go back in time, so I won't regret or whine, but I do find there's wisdom in rewinding. Because in looking at the past, we might end up finding the key to who we're truly meant to be. Psychologists say that our true purpose is whatever we love to do between the ages of 7 and 11. So I encourage you to go watch some home videos and re-find your own version of heaven. Thank you.